Catherine Howarth. When she was handed her baby, her newborn baby, it was a wee bit of a surprise because it may not escape your attention there. Catherine is black, of Nigerian heritage, and there is the little man on her knee, Jonah there, who's white. Okay, her husband Richard is white, but this shouldn't really be, because we've got genetic expert Dr. Emily Grossman here as well, and this would be what, how uncommon would this be?
Well, the doctors that spoke to this amazing situation said that it was a 1 in a million chance. Now, there is one explanation that could explain why that would be. If we look at normal inheritance of, say, eye colour that you might have learned about at school, it's one gene that controls that, and you have 2 versions of that gene, one from your own mother, one from your own father, and there's a 50-50 chance that when you have a baby, you'll give them either, let's say, the brown version or the blue version, and that will ascertain which colour they get as their own eye colour. Now, skin colour is actually controlled by up to 20 different
Loveliest
genes.
baby in the world.
Thank you.
It's not a baby, it's a toy. I just think there's batteries in there and off he goes. Yeah.
So the colour that your eyes will end up, if you have a brown and a blue version, you'll end up with brown eyes because brown is what's called dominant, so it wins. So in that situation, you only really have...
1 in a million. 1 in a million.
So
right.
with colour, then,
so that's
it's the dominant gene, is it?
Exactly, but when we look at skin tone, if we apply that to then 20 different genes, rather than just one, each of which has a small effect on colour, you have almost infinite combinations of different colours from 2 different coloured parents.
Does that mean Richard, as a father there, he is a very dominant donor there?
It's totally by chance. If you imagine it, like you've got 20 pairs of playing cards, 1 black and 1 white, and it's the chance of picking the white version of all of those 20 pairs if you randomly pick one from each pair. So it is possible, but that becomes 1 in 2 times 1 in 2 times 1 in 2.
So
20 times 1 in a million.
Yeah, that's a big surprise. So you're expecting a mixed race baby.
Yes.
And so when you first saw him, what did you think?
When I first saw him, I looked and I said, wow, you know, as a first-time mother, I said, wow, I couldn't believe I created him. And I just fell in love with him instantly.
But you had your doubts, so much so that you actually had to say, you sure this is my baby?
I was so drowsy on Pepidine. I looked and I said, is this my baby? And the midwife just laughed and said, yes, yes, of course it is.
Well, I do have to say, Richard, Jonah looks very like his mummy. You can see that, but yet the skin is yours.
Yeah.
So did you see him first? Because Catherine said she was exhausted.
Yeah.
It was very long labour. So, yeah, they placed Jonah on Catherine's stomach, and then that's why I saw him first, and then gave him to Catherine.
But somebody said that mixed-race babies, the skin colour, they can often be pale when they're first born, and then the colour kind of calms.
This is the thing. If you look at the top of their ears, sometimes that's slightly darker, and the tips of their fingers. If you look at the top of Jonah's ears, I was tired when you're talking.
It happens during a lot of Ruth's interviews.
Yeah.
It's a very common occurrence.
But if you look at the top of Jonah's ears, they're the same colour as the rest of his body, so it's not likely that he will get darker.
So, Doctor, what are the chances of little Jonah having a brother or sister that will look like him in any way, skin tone, is nigh on impossible?
Yeah. If the situation is what the 1 in a million suggests, which is that Catherine would have had 1 white version of all 20 of those genes, which came through her heritage, kind of hidden, because she may have had a white ancestor in her heritage, or a few white ancestors, but those will have been masked because she didn't actually have, or no one in her family had, a white partner up till now. If that's what happened and she's got a white version of all 20 of those genes, then it would be 1 in a million chance that she would have another baby that was totally white.
What's the reaction been so far, particularly you, Catherine, when you're out with Jonah on your own?
We get so much attention. Just walking down the street, we always get stopped by people asking, well, first of all, they say, he's such a cute baby, you should put him into baby modelling, which we have.
He's got a job this afternoon, hasn't he?
Yeah, Mother Care and Early Learning Centre, so we'll be off straight there.
It's going to be a wow.
And then the first question they ask is he yours? And I'm like, yeah, and they want to know the story straight away.
And does that upset you when people say, is he yours?
No, not at all. He loves the attention. You can see he's a very smiley baby, he loves different faces and he's very sociable.
He's mixed race, but he's very, very light-coloured. So it's fine.
Well, very, very good. Very, very interesting in all of that. 1 in a million you are, Jonah.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely super. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emily.